5 growth mindset myths that you need to bust right now. Welcome back to my live show where we talk about getting the twin win, how you can succeed in business while winning at home so that you can stop existing and start living. The only show on the internet that gives you the twin win. So today, I want to continue talking about growth mindset. I talked about it yesterday on how it can help students. But I want to continue talking about this with 5 myths that people often have about a growth mindset and really help get these out of and change your mind, grow your mind on these myths, grow your mind out of these myths so that you can continue to have and develop your growth mindset. Again, welcome back to my den, my office here. I really like these conversations here at my desk. So I think I'm going to keep it this way unless you guys say otherwise. If you're joining me live, give me a hashtag live. If you're joining me on replay, give me a hashtag replay. And of course, remember to go over to YouTube and click subscribe and like, as well as give me a like and a share here on Facebook. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. The very first myth, again, I went and I wrote down a bunch of notes here because I want to make sure I'm giving you the best and latest research. The number one myth, or the very first myth that we're going to bust today, is that growth mindsets, whether it be a growth mindset or a fixed mindset, are an either or proposition. It's a zero sum proposition. And that is just not true. It is not a binary concept. You don't just have a growth mindset or develop a growth mindset or get stuck in a fixed mindset. Most people are on a spectrum somewhere in between, either moving towards or away from one or the other, essentially. So most of us sit somewhere in between that, and even on different topics, we can sit at different levels between a growth and a fixed mindset. Some people have a very open and a very based in a growth mindset framework for, say, self-education or for growing their business, or for a million other things, but then have a very fixed mindset when it comes to their resources, when it comes to their money, right? Or we could have a very fixed mindset when it comes to the proper way to be successful, and a growth mindset when it comes to the proper way to go fly fishing. So really, it's not an either or proposition. So that's the first myth that we're going to bust. And if you look at your own life, I bet you can find growth mindsets and fixed mindsets depending on the topic, the subject, even the time of day, even the mood we're in. I know that I like to say I have a growth mindset, but I know there's times when I have a setback in my business or setback financially or health-wise, and all of a sudden it's just like, no, that's it. That's the end of everything, right? Fixed mindset right back there. So even depending on the day or the mood. So myth number 2, the second myth we're going to bust, is that an organization can have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. So here's the thing: is a lot of times we hear people say, leaders, teachers, administrators will often claim that our organization has a growth mindset. Well, that's just not true. And in fact, it can be harmful, because what you're saying now as an organization is that every single person in there, every single day, every single hour of the day, every single minute of the hour, every single second of the minute has a growth mindset, is always growing. And that's just not true. The whole organization does not have a growth mindset. Organizations are made up of many, many people. And again, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes here. And each individual has their own mindset. So we have to remember that every individual has their own mindset. And so we could say that we seek to foster and develop growth mindsets in individuals. You could say our organization seeks to encourage our employees to have growth mindsets, or that we help our employees have growth mindsets. But you can't say the whole organization. And when you say that, now let's go back to what we were talking about yesterday about kids, right? If you come in and a teacher says to you as a child that this classroom is a classroom about having a growth mindset, this classroom has a growth mindset, think about how harmful that could be if you're a child that's struggling, or you come from underprivileged, or you come from an abusive home, it can actually work in reverse to where the child doesn't want anything to do with the growth mindset, because they have because they're having a bad situation, and what they're believing is that everybody else in this room is growing, everybody else in this room is smarter, everybody else in this room has a better home life, everybody else in this room, right? That's what you're saying. That's what you're telling that child who struggles. Now think about that in 30 different children. Every single one of them has their own struggles. So it's either everybody's smarter than me, or everybody has a better home life, or everybody has more supportive parents, or everybody is, has more money, is more successful, or whatever. Everybody's more than me. So it can actually be very harmful, and it can be harmful to your employees. As an adult, it's just as harmful for our bosses or our companies to say the same thing. So as a leader, as a business person, as a parent, and as a school administrator, don't say that we have a growth mindset. Say we foster growth mindsets. We help you to develop a growth mindset, and then you can build off of that. So I said enough about number two. Number three, myth number three. So remember, number one is that the first myth is that mindsets are either or. You're either growth or fixed, and that's not true. Myth number two is that an organization can have, or a whole classroom or a whole company can have a growth mindset, and that's not true because you're made up of individuals. Number three is that a growth mindset, and here's a biggie, that a growth mindset is the same as a positive mindset. How many of you guys right now are having your mind blown, thinking, or that you're having a conniption, disagreeing with me, saying, no, a positive mindset is a growth mindset? No, that's not true. Growth mindsets are about believing in the potential for development, and that learning a new skill comes from practice, not natural talent. That's what growth mindsets are about. So yes, having a positive mindset can be helpful to having a growth mindset, and certainly a growth mindset can be helpful to having positive outcomes. But the idea that a growth mindset and a positive mindset are the same thing is not true. They are not the same thing. Your growth mindset is about believing that I can improve myself, while a positive outlook or a positive mindset is can be you can be positive without having a growth mindset. You can be, totally positive. I love being sick. I am sick, and I am always going to be sick, and I am just happy though to be alive, and I am positive about it, right? Instead of the growth mindset of I believe that I can improve my health. Or, we are stuck at $100,000, and I am just so happy. I honestly so happy and grateful to have $100,000 a year, but we are stuck there. Now, a growth mindset would say, in fact, a growth mindset might be upset, because they might say, I know we can do better. I know that we can grow more. So let's get the tools, let's get this knowledge, let's get the skills to grow past $100,000 a year. So you wouldn't be happy. You wouldn't be, Pollyanna about having $100,000, but you would know that you could grow, and therefore you would be a happier person knowing you could grow. So it's a little bit complicated, but let's move on to number four. Myth number four is that growth mindsets automatically lead to positive results. So this is kind of related to number three. We often believe that a growth mindset automatically leads to a positive result. Well, a growth mindset does not guarantee results, nor does a fixed mindset exclude someone from success. How many of us know somebody that has a fixed mindset? They can't find reason, but somehow they're successful. I know a lot of people that have a very fixed mindset, but they're still successful. Now, that being said, when you have a fixed mindset, you won't be successful for long. But a growth mindset coupled with the motivation to improve, a commitment to personal growth, and then time, right? Time put into developing a skill drives positive results. So you often do have success, but a growth mindset, essentially what this means is that a growth mindset never has a failure, but it always has a learning experience, right? How many times have you heard that? So a growth mindset takes your failure, and instead of framing it as failure and a block, it says, okay, what do we learn from this? Let's develop the skills. Okay, we failed because we don't know how to run Facebook ads. We don't know how to do this, and we don't know how to do this. So let's get the skills or hire the people who do know how to run Facebook ads, how to create, how to create content, how to use AI, whatever it might be. So a growth mindset doesn't guarantee an automatic positive results, but it does guarantee eventual positive results, and it does guarantee growth and learning. Myth number 5. So here's another big one with growth. You get a growth mindset, and then you say, everybody has unlimited potential. Everyone has unlimited potential. That is a myth. Bottom line is, not everybody is capable of everything. And you know what? That's okay. Nobody can do everything, but everybody can do something, right? So you don't have to take it all upon yourself. Again, as a leader of your business, you don't have to be the only person who knows how to do everything in the business. You can hire people. You have no idea how to build a funnel, but because you hired the right person, you're still successful. So not everybody has unlimited potential. Not everybody will completely understand how to build a funnel. Not everybody will completely understand every skill. A growth mindset recognizes that innate abilities and limitations play a part. Our talents, our abilities play a part. That it does recognize that, but it also recognizes that capacity for achievement does not start and stop with genetic makeup. It does not start and stop with genetic makeup as far as the capacity for achievement. So those are the 5 myths that we busted today. I hope you guys enjoy that. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of the myths, and let me know what you feel you're struggling with in a growth mindset. I want to keep delving into this. So next time, what I'm going to do, today we talked about 5 myths. Tomorrow, or the next time we meet, I don't always like saying tomorrow because, life happens, right? Again, I'm trying to be consistent. But the next time we meet together, we're going to talk about four, right? 4 growth mindset realities. So we talked about 5 myths. Today, we're going to talk about 4 realities about having a growth mindset to help you guys develop your growth mindset. Again, this is the foundation of having a business. The first step that I took to building my business was changing my mindset. In other words, I changed my story and I changed my life. And so you have to build your business and your life on the foundation of having a growth mindset. That's why we're talking about this. That's why it's so important. So I'll see you guys next time. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Give me a hashtag live if you were here live, and a hashtag replay if you're joining me on replay. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you think it has value. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.